to this quick tutorial today. What we're going to be doing is creating shapes using the custom shape tool. Now, looking at this object, it's made up of circles, stars, and a couple of other custom shapes here, but it's really easy, and let's get into it. So I've already got my canvas open here. You can create any size canvas that you like. My one's about 800 pixels by 800. And what we're going to do first is come over to the, if you don't see it, I've got it on the custom shape tool, but what you may see is some of these other icons. Now I'm going to start off with the ellipse tool. So I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to click, hold and drag, and then at the same time hold shift on the keyboard, which locks our shape in so it's evenly circled. Cool. And that looks about it. I'm happy with that. Now the color at the moment is red. I do want it red, but I actually want to give it a bit of a gradient in the center, so it looks like it's shiny. So what I'm going to do is come over to my layer section here, find the ellipse layer, right click, and then go down to go up to blending options. Okay. Once I'm in here, I'm just going to enable the gradient overlay option here. Okay, cool. So it's actually applied the gradient already, but let me just quickly talk over this. What I've done here is I've created a new gradient. So I've just clicked on that and then this window pops up. I'm just going to click on any one of these. So I've got black and white at the moment. I'm going to double click on this little icon here and the color picker pops up. I'm going to drag this up, take that all the way into the red. Okay, cool. And from here down this side, it's currently set to white, but if it wasn't, I'm going to drag that into the white and then go OK. Now we can play a little bit with some of the radial settings, so ensure that the style is set to radial and not linear, or any of the other options here. Leave it on radial, and then I'm just going to play with the scaling really. I can make it small and I can make it quite big. I like it about there. You can play with the angle a little bit. It does give off some different looks or effects. But once you're happy with that, and I'm pretty happy, it's going to go OK. Cool. So now we've got the base of our shape here. So jumping back to the example. So next what we're going to do is we are going to create this little object just in the back there. Sort of the top of the decoration. So jumping back to this one. Going to click and hold on the custom shape tools, and I'm going to go to rounded rectangle tool, and what I'm going to do is just click, hold and drag, and then get something like that. Now I might actually change the color a bit differently here. Notice up here we've got the fill options of the shape. It's going to click on that, and I might actually click on this one so I can actually choose the color I want. Cool. So I'm happier with that color there. Okay, cool. Next I'm going to click on the move tool. Click, hold and drag that about there. Cool. That looks pretty centered to me. I'm actually going to come down to my layers section and drag the round rectangle layer under the ellipse tool, just so it gives off the effect that it's behind. Cool. Next we're going to add on the ribbons. So going back to our custom shape tool, going to go custom shape tool down here. Okay, so ensure that we've got that one. Going to click on this, and if you don't see all of these shapes like I see them, click on this icon here and just click on all. Following that, you just replace current shapes with the shapes from all, say OK, and then what you should have is all of these here. Now somewhere in here is the ribbon that I sort of like. It's this one here. I'm going to click on that. Double click on that. Cool. Click, hold, and then just drag a ribbon out. So you can do it as big or as small as you like. Okay, cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Next I'm going to change the fill color of that one. So back up to my fill. Click on this here. Want a nice green. So yep, that'll do. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to click on the move tool. I can move it over. I'm going to come out on the outer edges of the object here, and then click, hold and drag so it rotates. I'm going to put it something like, yep, I'm happy with that. Cool, lock that in. Now we're going to duplicate this, so I'm going to come over to the layers section and I'm going to find the correct shape. It's shape 1. I'm going to right click on it and click on duplicate layer. Cool. This option should pop up here and we're going to go OK. Now looks like it's done nothing at the moment, but there's actually 2 of them now. Okay, I'm just going to Control Z that. I'm just going to come out on the side again, so my arrows turn to the little rotation tool option, and then just give it a little turn. Cool. And I'm going to put it something like that. That's perfect. I'm going to press enter to lock it in. Cool. Got my little ribbon now. Next we're going to add on the decoration to the ball. So I'm going to come back down to my custom shape tools. Boom. And then come up here, and in here is a, this one right here, 10-point star. Okay, so I'm going to double click on that. I'm going to click, hold and drag it. Might actually hold shift just so when I resize it, it's actually even. I'm going to let go there. Cool. What I do want to do is actually change that color, the fill color, to white. So coming up to my colors, might actually be able to just choose white right there. Cool, that's perfect. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay, I'm going to duplicate that. So come over to my layer section, ensure that I'm on the right layer, right click, duplicate layer. Okay, going to move that. Then I'm going to go Control T on the keyboard. Okay, that enables the resize tool. Going to hold Shift and Alt. So it resizes evenly, but also resizes to the center. So Shift and Alt. Pretty happy with that size there. I'm going to press enter to lock that in. And I'm just going to put that about there. Okay. Going to duplicate the layer again, but this time I'm going to press Control J on the keyboard. Boom. Duplicated our layer. Going to move that, and then I'm going to go Control T on the keyboard. Go to the transform options. Hold Shift and Alt. Make this one a little bit more smaller. And enter to lock it in. Cool. And just put that wherever I like. Awesome. Might actually just turn off the background layer so you can see it a bit better. And that's it. So it's creating simple objects using the custom shape tool and general shapes in Photoshop.